So I'd like to speak about something that happened to me yesterday, and it's fresh in my mind, and I want to bring it up, and I just want to bring it to you guys' attention, and maybe some ways that I can save you guys some money, and maybe to be alert on how these scamsters are working out there, and just how despicable some people can be. I got a call yesterday from an individual asking me if I'd be interested in a GIA certified diamond, a 2-carat E VVS1. Now that means that it's quite a large diamond. E is an extremely white stone. VVS1 is a very clear stone. That is an expensive stone. That's about R500,000 rand, $38,000, somewhere around there. I made the offer on the stone and they were quite happy with it. It was quite a good offer. Needless to say, I was a bit worried about the deal. You know, it's a lot of money to outlay, and my partner said to me as well, you need to get the stone checked to make sure that it's not a lab-grown stone. Now, a lab-grown stone is not nearly as expensive as a real diamond. A real diamond and a lab-grown stone, it's R500,000 rand and maybe 200-300 rand. I mean, at that. No one will even pay 200 rand. The dealer won't even buy a lab-grown stone. Needless to say, they came to my offices, they had the certificate. It was a GIA certificate and it was beautiful. It looked fantastic, you know. Even the stone itself, the proportions were exactly to what the certificate said, to what was on the GIA website. So they'd actually taken the stone, grown it in a laboratory, polished it to the exact proportions that were on the GIA website, and then laser inscribed it on the girdle. So this thing had all the bells and whistles. This was a real deal. You know, it had the laser inscription, it was the right weight, it was the right dimensions, it was the right color, it was the right stone, everything excepting it was a lab-grown stone. It was a fake diamond. So, lab-grown diamonds are made in a laboratory as opposed to mined out of the earth. They're made in a few days or hours as opposed to over millions of years of creation. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. You can buy a Rolex, you can buy a Folex. The Folex says Rolex, it's made in Hong Kong with all the same parts inside, but it still isn't a Rolex. And that's what a lab-grown diamond is. It's made by man, it's not made in the earth. And the value is vastly different. Now you get these other guys out there that are trying to tell you, oh, lab-grown stones, they're exactly the same as diamonds. Yes, they might be exactly the same atomically, but they're completely different when it comes to value, unfortunately. Now, normal diamonds are type 1 diamonds. They have a small imperfection in them, which is nitrogen, all right? A lab-grown is a type 2 diamond, which is a nitrogen-free. It doesn't have the imperfection of the nitrogen element. How to check and how we check is we put it on a machine, it puts a bit of ultraviolet light in it, and it shines up red. Says that it's a lab-grown diamond. And by the grace of God, I was able to go to a friend of mine's factory, and he has 2 different devices which check for these lab-growns. Now these guys are getting clever out there. You know, they're getting new ways to grow lab-growns. They're actually making them now with imperfections. So they're making Si1 stones, which are the sweet spot when it comes to diamond. I call it the Goldilocks phase of diamonds, which is about an IJSI stone. And they sell it to you. You know what I mean? It costs them a few thousand rand to grow this diamond. They sell it to you for R500,000 and you can't give it away. I couldn't sell that stone that I would have paid R500,000 rand for maybe 200 rand. No one would buy it from me. But luckily enough, I had the brains, had the bit of chutzpah, we had it checked, and we figured it out that it was fake. So guys, you've got to be vigilant. You've got to be sharp. You know what I mean? These guys, they don't care. They'll take your money and they'll smile all the way to wherever they're going to waste, to make more lab-growns and to rip you off even more. Be careful. And it's not the same thing. I don't care what anyone says. Sure, it might be made exactly the same as a Folex. Still ain't a Rolex. So just be vigilant, guys. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe and like. Cheers for today.